thought he looked a little frail when I last saw him. Well, that's how it goes. All flesh is grass, I often say. To Bognor Regis for his holiday. I unclicked the tongue. Oh, I see. Well, that puts a different complexion on the matter. Odd how all these pillars of the home seem to be dashing away on toots these days. It's like what Jeeves was telling me about the great race movement of the Middle Ages. Jeeves starts his holiday this morning. He's off to Herne Bay for the shrimping, and I'm feeling like that bird in the poem who lost his pet gazelle, or whatever the animal was. I don't know what I'm going to do without him. I'll tell you what you're going to do without him. Have you a clean shirt? Several. And a toothbrush? 2, both of excellent quality. Then pack 'em. You're coming to Brinkley tomorrow. The gloom which always envelops Bertie Wooster like a fog when Jeeves is about to take his annual vacation lightened perceptibly. There are few things I find more agreeable than a sojourn at Aunt Dahlia's rural lair. Picturesque scenery, gravel soil, main drainage, company's own water, and above all, the superb French chefing of her French chef Anatole, God's gift to the gastric juices. A full hand, as you might put it. What an admirable suggestion, I said. You solve all my problems and bring the blue bird out of a hat. Rely on me. You will observe me bowling up in the Worcester sports model tomorrow afternoon with my hair in a braid and a song on my lips. My presence will, I feel sure, stimulate Anatole to new heights of endeavour. Got anybody else staying at the old snake pit? 5 inmates in all. 5? I resumed my tongue-clicking. Golly! Uncle Tom must be frothing at the mouth a bit, I said, for I knew the old buster's distaste for guests in the home. Even a single weekender is sometimes enough to make him drain the bitter cup. Tom's not there. He's gone to Harrogate with cream. You mean lumbago? I do not mean lumbago. I mean cream. Homer cream. Big American tycoon who's visiting these shores. He suffers from ulcers, and his medicine man has ordered him to take the waters at Harrogate. Tom has gone with him to hold his hand and listen to him of an evening while he tells him how filthy the stuff tastes. Antagonistic. What? I mean altruistic. You're probably not familiar with the word, but it's one I've heard Jeeves use. It's what you say of a fellow who gives selfless service, not counting the cost. Selfless service, my foot. Tom's in the middle of a very important business deal with Cream. If he goes through, he'll make a packet free of income tax. So he's sucking up to him like a Hollywood yes-man. I gave an intelligent nod, though this, of course, was wasted on her because she couldn't see me. I could readily understand my uncle by marriage's mental process. T. Portarlington Travers is a man who has accumulated pieces of 8 in sackfuls, but he's always more than willing to shove a bit extra away behind the bricks in the fireplace, feeling, and rightly, that every little bit added to what you've got makes just a little bit more. And if there's one thing that's right up his street, it's not paying income tax. He grudges every penny the government nicks from him. That is why, when kissing me goodbye, he urged me with tears in his eyes to lush Mrs. Cream and her son Willie up and treat them like royalty. So they're at Brinkley, dug into the woodwork. Willie, did you say? Short for Wilbert. I mused. Willie Cream. The name seemed familiar somehow. I seem to have heard it or seen it in the papers somewhere, but it eluded me. Adela Cream writes mystery stories. Are you a fan of hers? No? Well, start boning up on them directly you arrive, because every little helps. I brought a complete set. They're very good. I shall be delighted to run an eye over her material, I said, for I am what they call a something of novels of suspense. Aficionado, would that be it? I can always do with another corpse or two. We have established, then, that among the inmates are this Mrs. Cream and her son Wilbert. Who are the other 3? Well, there's Lady Wickham's daughter, Roberta. I started violently, as if some unseen hand had goosed me. What? Bobbie Wickham? Oh, my gosh. Why the agitation? Do you know her? Oh, you bet I know her. I begin to see. Is she one of the gaggle of girls you've been engaged to? Not actually, no. We were never engaged. But that was merely because she wouldn't meet me halfway. Turned you down, did she? Yes, thank goodness. Why, thank goodness? She's one-girl beauty chorus. She doesn't try the eyes, I agree. A pippin, if ever there was one. Very true. But is being a pippin everything? What price the soul? Isn't her soul like mother makes? No, far from it. Much below par. What I could tell you... But no, let it go. Painful subj. I had been about to mention 57 or so of the reasons why the prudent operator, if he valued his peace of mind, deemed it best to stay well away from the red-headed menace under advisement, but realized that at a moment when I was wanting to get back to the marmalade, it would occupy too much time. It will be